Hi everyone, this is Mr. Volkowski. What I'm going to detail in this short video is your timeline project. So in preparation for your exam, I'm going to have you make a timeline that encompasses everything that we've studied from the beginning of the year, starting with the Age of Exploration, up to the First World War, which we're going to be getting into next week. So you can't complete your project right away, but you can complete probably about around 90% of it. So let me just quickly outline what you're going to do. So in a timeline, of course, you start from the events that occur the earliest, and then you work your way up to the present. Our end date will be about World War I. So you're going to start with the Age of Exploration, find a general time frame. You can consult your notes, you can consult your book. Those would probably be the best two resources to start with. If you don't have your notes, look on my website. Everything is there from the beginning of the year. Following that, you're going to detail Spanish colonization in South America. So again, give a general time frame of that. You should definitely mention the encomienda system along with the decline in population of natives due to disease. And you know, you're not going to have a specific date for these two things, but you're going to, of course, mention them, you know, right underneath Spanish colonization in South America. You will also detail the Spanish social hierarchy. Again, that will be lumped under the Spanish colonization period. So these are just extra details to what's going on with Spanish colonization. Then you'll go in the Age of Absolutism. So give again another general time frame. Be sure to mention divine right as an extra detail. Then you'll go into some specific absolute monarchs from King Louis XIV of France. Again, you want to give a specific date of his reign. Be sure to mention Versailles, his large palace. You can also mention King Philip II of Spain. Be sure to mention the Spanish Armada. That you can actually give a date of. Solomon the Magnificent of the Ottoman Empire. You can again give a specific date from when he ruled. In terms of England and monarchy, you can lump this in, again, a general time frame with respect to the English Civil War and the Glorious Revolution. So think about the Tudor and Stuart dynasties. You can lump that in together as well with a specific or with a more general time frame. Age of Enlightenment, again, give us a general time frame either in our notes or your book. Be sure to mention Montesquieu and the separation of powers, Adam Smith, laissez-faire and capitalism, and his famous publication, The Wealth of Nations, John Locke, Three Natural Rights, Life, Liberty, Property, as well as Thomas Hobbes and the idea that man is evil. Also mention the various types of governments and how they change. So you can go from monarchy to a constitutional monarchy in which you have limited powers now given to the monarchy, to a full-fledged democracy in which everyone can participate. From there, go into the French Revolution that you can definitely give a specific time frame for. Mention the old regime, again, as these extra details, the three main estates. The Tennis Court Oath, that you can definitely give a date for. The Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen, you can definitely give a date for. The Civil Constitution of the Clergy, you can give a date for. Robespierre, the Reign of Terror, the Tennis Court Oath. Oops, I put that twice, so be sure to get that out. And Napoleon. Without a doubt, Napoleon, you can give a general time frame of his reign. From there, go into the Industrial Revolution. Be sure to mention that Britain is the epicenter. Factors that influence or that are impacted by industrialization. So you can think of urbanization, population, the agricultural revolution, the working class, mass production, things of that nature. From there, go into the Age of Imperialism. Give a general time frame. We're talking mainly with Africa. You can also talk about definitely the Berlin Conference, as well as you can talk about the Sepoy Rebellion, if you recall that, from Indian imperialization. So you can lump those in together. And then World War I, general time frame. We're going to get into these at a later date, but mania, the 5 factors that create World War I, trench warfare, the various alliances, Wilson, the 14 points, and then the League of Nations. And then you're going to finish up with, it doesn't really matter if you put the Russian Revolution, I mean technically it's comes during World War I, but you can work that way in there with respect to Bloody Sunday, the Bolshevik Revolution, bread prices, Tsar Nicholas II, Lenin, Stalin, and of course World War I, how that was a factor in the Russian Revolution. So you can either make this in Microsoft Word or PowerPoint. So you can dedicate 14 pages, and then you can staple them together with arrows or, however you see fit. You can add accompanying graphics and details because, we want to see some visuals on here as well, so spruce it up, if you will. Keep in mind this will be worth a test grade for the 4th marking period. Make sure that everything is followed precisely. This is where you're going to find your rubric and how you will be graded. Of course, if you want to do this timeline by hand, feel free. Be creative with us. This is an easy test grade. But again, this can harm you if you hand it in late or you don't do it. So each day late, well, 1 day late is 20% off. 2nd day late, projects will no longer be accepted. If you have any questions, please shoot me an email and I will respond as soon as I can. All right, thank you.